guys, thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Jester. Welcome back to Payoff Pitch here at Wrigley Field. This is a game from, I believe it's April 14th. Let's just double check that though. Yes, April 14th. Because of course we played the 13th game of the season on April 13th. Oh, yeah. And so this game is actually on April 14th. That'd be a Saturday, April 14th, 2018. And we're in Wrigley Field. We have a different lineup for the Braves today, actually. They're not using their standard lineup. They're using Ozzie Albies for second base, batting first. Dansby Swanson is short, batting second. Freddie Freeman, Kurt Suzuki, Nick Markakis, Preston Tucker. Charlie Cumberson's at third, and Peter Borges is in center field. Ian Happ, Sean Newcomb. Had these in the wrong spot here. There we go. And Sean Newcomb is using the number 1 pitching card. There we go. All right. For your Chicago Cubs, there we go. Ian Happ is going to be playing in left field today. Albert Almora is going to be playing in center field. Chris Bryant's playing at third. Wilson Contreras is catching today. Ben Zobrist is over at first. Javier Baez is at second. Russell is over at short. And Jason Hayward is in right field. And Jose Quintana, he uses the number 3 card. So there we go. So it's going to be Jose Quintana versus Sean Newcomb here for game number 14. You can see Braves are currently 7-6. Just ignore the 6. It's not counting a victory that we had. Our ERA is 4.79, not great. And our on-base average is .226. So we will go to Ozzie Albies. There we go. He's batting .302. He's got a slugging percentage of .585. 4 home runs. I believe he's leading the Braves in that category. And Jose Quintana is a lefty. So Ozzie Albies will be switch hitting today. Game number 14 is on the way. Beautiful day here in Chicago. I don't know if that's a true statement or not, because I don't know of any good days in Chicago. Let's see. It was actually a 2:20 start in the afternoon. It's a day game on grass at Wrigley Field. Attendance 36,788. And away we go with the first pitch. Jose Quintana, Ozzie Albies. That's a 9. That's a patient 51 lefty. Patient 51 is out of range, actually. 51 is going to be liner. Whoa. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. I got to click back over here. It's going to be a liner at the second baseman. And Javier Baez is going to snag that right out of the air for 1 down. Dansby Swanson. That's an 8. 8 is tough. Tough 30 left. He's a strikeout. So 2-way for Jose Quintana. Freddie Freeman is up. He's a left-hander. He batted .309 against left-handers. Actually, he batted .309 against right-handers as well. So Freddie Freeman. That's a 4, patient 32, and he's going to walk, 2-out walk for Freddie Freeman. And that's going to bring up Kurt Suzuki. He batted .273 versus left-handers. That's a 9, another patient 50. And that is going to be a single. So that is going to be a single. We need to see what happens with our good friend Freddie Freeman at first base. Went to center field. So going first to third, there's no bonus or penalty for center field. And the left fielder is Ian Happ, so it's a -1. Freddie Freeman is a 6 runner, -1. There is 2 outs. It gives him a +2. So he's up to be a 7 or less. So he's going to try and take off for third base here. Now the defense has to decide whether or not they're going to throw it in or not, and they will not. They'll try to keep that runner at first. So the single by Suzuki, and Freeman's going to go to third on the hit. That brings up Nick Markakis. Nick Markakis. He batted 284 against lefties. That is a 10 in play. 72, though, is going to be out of range, and that's going to do it. That's a fly ball. It's going out to left field. Ian Happ over there to make the catch, and that's going to do it. So the Braves get a couple of runners in scoring position, but cannot put them away. Sean Newcomb is a lefty as well. Ian Happ, he's batting, he's batting zeros. Has not had a hit against the Braves yet. 3, that's going to be a tough 10, and he's going to strike out Ian Happ. So 1 away. Albert Almora, he is batting .295 versus left-handers. That is a 7. That is a ballpark 86. That is going to be an in-play check. In-play 1/53 versus left-handers. That's a 76, though. That's going to be on range. That's going to grounder. Ozzie Albies at second base is going to scoop that up and throw to Freddie Freeman, covering first, and they get him by a step. Chris Bryant over at third base today. It's a foul ball. So Sean Newcomb gets a repitch here. That's a 9, patient 30 against the lefty. He's going to be a walk. So 2-out walk, just like the Braves. Chris Bryant, he's an F stewer, so he's probably not going to go anywhere. Wilson Contreras batted .250 against left-hander. Sean Newcomb, stay off of that 7, buddy. 5. Tough 12, and Steve Wright 3 called. Contreras swinging for the fence and swung right through that one. We're on to the second inning, and Jose Quintana against Preston Tucker batted only .143 versus lefties. That is a 10, in play 84, and that's why 84. It's going to be ground ball to second base, and Javier Baez, he goes to his left and makes the play. Charlie Culberson batted .262 versus lefties. Braves has 1 hit so far. That goes to Kurt Suzuki, and that is going to be a 5. 5 is tough 63. And against the lefties, out of range, it's going to be ground ball down to third. Chris Bryant's going to make the play. He's going to throw it across the diamond, and Peter Borges is up. 2-way here in the top of the second inning. That's a 6. That's a ballpark 25, and Peter Borges is going to get a home run check. 1/44, it's a home run. 1/72 will be a hit. It is a 13, gone. The first home run by Peter Borges on the season, and the Braves strike first with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Sean Newcomb's up to bat. That is an 11 wheelhouse 30, and that is going to be a wheelhouse check for Sean Newcomb. And only a 1/9 will give him a hit. No home run chance. That's a 0-9. That's going to be a single by the pitcher. A 2-out single. And he is on base. Sean Newcomb keeps the inning going here. Home run single. Let's see if Ozzie Albies can continue his hot streak here. That is a 5, tough 56, and that's going to be out of range. That's going to be liner right at shortstop. He's hit 2 balls hard. Unfortunately, they've been right at the shortstop and the second baseman, and that's going to do it. But the Braves take a 1-0 lead on the Peter Borges home run. Sean Newcomb needs to stay away from that 7. Foul ball. Ben Zobrist. That's an 11. Patient 68. He's not that patient. Not against lefties. That's going to be grounder down to third. Culberson. He's going to come in barehand that one. Throws it to first. Get him by a couple steps. Javier Baez. He's batting .250. That's a 4. Patient 46. How patient is he? He is patient enough to get a single there. Baez. He is a run of 8. He's only a C stealer, though. C stealer, huh? Well, let's see. What are we going to do for the C stealer? I actually have, if I can pull them over here. Got my sheets right here. So you can see, I can just put these up. Kind of just put them in front of the screen or something over here, maybe on this screen, or I don't know. Wherever, doesn't really matter. I'll just set them right here for now. So C Stealer is a 6. He does get a +1 because this Kurt Suzuki. So he'd be up to a 7 if he gets a jump. Sean Newcomb is a 6. He is going to try to get the jump. Let's see if he gets it. He does get the jump, so he would be a 1 to 7. He is going to go. He's going to try and get the stolen base here. Javier Baez. And he does get the base. Stolen base there. Its throw is not in time. Steals second. So Addison Russell. Sean Newcomb. Another 11. Patient 23. And that's going to walk. So 2 on for Jason Hayward. 1 LA here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 6 tough 22. Steve Reich 3 swinging at that one is Jason Hayward, but the curveball got him that time, and it brings up a 2-way. Jose Quintana. He's not a bad. He's not great, but he's not bad. He's using pitching card number 3. 4 is Patient. And a 44, Patient is out of range. 44. It's going to be ground ball. It's going to be hit down to Culberson. And Culberson's going to throw it and get him in time. So the Cubs get a couple runners aboard, but can't do anything with them. Dansby Swanson struck out in the first. That is a 6. Ballpark 0-2. He's going to get a wheelhouse check. Versus the lefty, 1 to 58 will be a hit. It is a 10. 10 is gone. Dansby Swanson with his 4th home run of the season. 2nd home run of the game for the Braves. It is 2-0. Both of them are solo shots, though. Freddie Freeman. He's got a 7. Tough 08 is going to be a strikeout. Swinging at the slider and couldn't. Check swing, couldn't stop his swing. Suzuki with a single in the first. That's a 7 tough, 95. That's going to be too high. It's going to be a fly ball out there to left field. Ian Happ going to make the catch. 2-away. And that brings up Nick Markakis. Flew out to left field. 7 tough, 81 out of range. 81. It's going to be a fly ball to center field. Making the play there is Albert Almora. But the Cubs give up 1 run on 1 hit. Dansby Swanson with the home run. Sean Newcomb now pitching with a 2-0 lead. Straighten out my box here. Ian Happ up. He struck out in the first. 6 tough 91. That is actually on a range. 91 is going to be grounder to short. And Swanson is going to make the play. Albert Almora, the center fielder today. Here we go. 10. Patient 54 versus a lefty. And he's hit by the pitch. 52 to 54 is hit by the pitch. So he's on with the hit by the pitch. And that brings up Chris Bryant here. 1 on, 1 out. What is Mora here? He's a run of 7, but he's an F stealer, so he's not going anywhere. Patient 46, and that is trouble, as that one's laced over the head of Preston Tucker. I'm sorry, of Nick Markakis in right field, and that's going to land in for a double. We're going to roll all the way to the wall. We got to find out the runner at first if he's going to make it all the way around. We're going to see Albert Amora again is a run of 7. Run of 7, and it was hit to right field. Nick Markakis actually is a +1, so it's going to take him up to 8. It was hit off of a in play, so it takes him up to a 9. And that is going to be it. So is he going to try to score? He is going to try to score, but the defense was not going to risk throwing out. They want to keep the runner at second. And oops, cancel. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I get the right double. There we go. He's going to score, and they're going to keep Bryant on second base. So the Cubs get a run off of the double by Chris Bryant over the head of Nick Markakis. Wilson Contreras catching. Ouch, I hit my elbow. 550 strikes him out. And that was a curveball that fell in there, and Contreras swinging wildly. Ben Zobrist, he grounded to third base his first time up. 8 tough 23, and that's going to be trouble as that is a double, and we're going to tie ball game. As Ben Zobrist is going to score Chris Bryant on the double. So 2 runs for the Cubs here. We're in the bottom of the third. Xavier Baez. He singled his first time up. That is a 7. That is a ballpark 32, and he's going to get a wheelhouse. Versus a lefty, 1/49. It's a 99, though. That's as bad as you can get. It's going to be a fly ball. It's going out to Preston Tucker. He's down in the corner. He's going to reach up and make the catch right in front of the wall, and that's going to do it. But the Cubs are going to score 2 runs, and we got us a 2-2 ball game in the 4th inning. Viper Dave, Dave Gardner, Quentin Parks, how y'all doing tonight? Thanks for coming by. I like the graphics. I can follow along. All right. Javier Baez, correct. So Preston Tucker, he's up. He grounded to second his first time up. We're in the 4th inning. The top of the 3rd inning, the Atlanta Braves got their second home run of the game by Dansby Swanson, and the Cubs proceeded to get 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First run came in on a double by Chris Bryant, who scored Albert Almora from first base. Ben Zobrist then doubled in Chris Bryant, and we got a 2-2 ball game. Jose Quintana pissing against Preston Tucker. That is a 5. Tough 51 is going to be out of range, so 51. It's going to be grounder to third. And Chris Bryant's going to make the play. Charlie Cumberson, he grounded to third his first time up. 6 is a ballpark. 60 versus the right-hander is going to be an in-play check. So Cumberson in play against the lefty, 1/43. It's a 93. That's going to be a grounder to short. So Addison Russell, he's coming in and catches it. Peter Borges with the home run in the 2nd inning to give the Braves a 1-0 lead. Peter Borges with his first home run of the season. And that is a 9. 9 is Patient 59. Patient 59. And that's out of range. It's going to be grounded to second base. Baez is going to make the play. And we move on to the bottom of the 4th. Sean Newcomb, Addison Russell, 2-2 ball game. Oh, foul ball. Foul ball. 7, that's a ballpark 66 in play for Addison Russell. Versus a lefty, 1/48. That's a 10. That's going to be a double. Another double given up by Sean Newcomb. 3rd double of the game so far for the Cubs. Jason Hayward, he struck out his first time up. Tough 32 as strike 3. Fastball got him on the outside corner. That's going to bring up Jose Quintana. Is he going to come out and pitch the 5th? see what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4 pitchers. Yeah, probably going to come out and pitch a fifth, so we're going to let him bat here. We already have one pitcher with a hit today. That was Sean Newcomb with a single. 12 is a wheelhouse, 17, and that's just out of range. 5 to 16 is a single. A 17, though, is going to be a liner to second. So making a good play there. Ozzy Albies watching through the middle. And Russell will have to stay at first on the line out. Two-way. That brings up Ian Happ, who's struck out and grounded to short. That is a 5 tough 74. Strikes him out. And that's going to do it for the fourth inning. We go to the top of the fifth. Sean Newcomb is due up. Let's see what we have here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, sure, he'll guess. 6. 6 is ballpark. 22. That's going to be a wheelhouse check. Then this is exactly what he got last time, was a wheelhouse check. 1 and 9 will be a hit. 0-9 is what he rolled last time. This time 27. That's going to be on a range. It's going to be grounder back to Quintana. Comes off the mound, grabs it, and throws. So one away here in the top of the fifth. Ozzy Albies 0 for 2. 2 liners. He's hit him hard to second base and short. He just needs to get it up a little bit. 10 in play, 99, and that's going to be a fly ball. He got that way up in the air that time. So 2 away. Dansby Swanson with the home run in the third inning. 7 tough 86, and that's going to be on a range. It's going to be a 1-2-3 inning as that's grounded to Addison Russell, and he's going to throw on to Ben Zubrist, and we're going to the bottom of the fifth. Almora, he was hit by the pitch in third inning. Not very happy about that. 8 tough 57, and that's going to be on a range. It's grounder back to Sean Newcomb. He's going to make the play and toss it over, underhands it to Freddie Freeman. Chris Bryant is 1 for 1 with a double and also a walk. Lieberman, remember, it takes 5 innings to possibly get a win. Yeah. Chris Bryant, 6 tough 11. Steve Wright, 3 fastball on the outside corner. And down goes Bryant. And Wilson Contreras is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That is a 5 tough 29, and he's 3 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. We go on to the 6th inning. And Sean Newcomb, let's see here. Let's see who's coming up. We got a lefty. We got a lefty, a righty, lefty. So if you're gonna either leave the lefty in or see if they got another lefty. They do have another lefty, actually, Justin Wilson. They're gonna bring in Justin Wilson for Jose Quintana. We're in the top of the 6th. New pitcher. It's going to be Justin Wilson. Actually, hang on a second. Where are we in the batting order? 5. Okay. So it's just going to be a straight Justin Wilson. There you are. You're going to be batting 9th. Thank you. All right. I'll be here coming in to face off against these lefties coming up for the Braves. Freddie Freeman, 309 average against lefties. And that's a 5. Patience, 75, and that's out of range. It's going to be grounded to short. 1 away off of Freddie Freeman. Kurt Suzuki, 1 for 2. 12, defense. It's going to be error check on the catcher. So even for error. And then this will tell you which position. It's going to be error check on the catcher. Wilson Contreras, he's got an error of 1, which is horrible. Error 1 to 77. It's a 73, just barely. But Wilson Contreras with the error, it's a little dribble out in front of the home plate. Contreras gets it. He tries to throw down to first, and he throws it into right field. And we're going to reach on an error. Error on the catcher. First error of the game. And the Braves will need that one. So Nick Markakis, he's 0 for 2. One away here in the top of the 6th. Tough 23, strike 3. Nick Markakis swinging and missing there. Preston Tucker 2 away. Whoop, foul ball. Foul ball. Preston Tucker 6. Tough 55 lefty, and that's out of range. That's going to ground her down to third. And the error does not hurt the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Sean Newcomb will be out. Let's see where we are in the process here. He would be due up third next inning. If we do a double switch, it'd have to be the left fielder. Oops, wrong. Let's see what we have coming up here. That's right. I think we're gonna make just the straight switch again. We got plenty. Looks like we got plenty of pitchers for the game, anyways. We'll find out, unless it goes extra innings, of course. But Sean Newcomb is going to come out, and coming in, a lot of righties and then a lefty. So we're going to bring in Dan Winker. Dan Winker. He's going to bat 9th. Okay. All right. So Dan Winker is going to come in and face off against Ben Zobrist. 1 for 2. Big RBI double in the 3rd inning to tie this ball game up. 6, tough 26, and he's a right-hander, and that's just barely a strikeout. He gets him on the strikeout. Actually, that was a good play by me because against left-hander, a 26 would have been a single. So good play by the manager of the Braves to make the call there to get Ben Zobrist out. Javier Baez. Do you have an error card that dictates what kind of error results other than those cards I see? I mean, it could be a 2-base error or something. Well, you can always use the fast action cards that have the error chance on them. For just simplicity's sakes, I'm just going to say it's a 1-base error. Because I actually put the fast action deck away and I don't feel like getting it out. So probably what I'll do is I'll roll a 10-sider. If it's a 1 to 6, it'll be a 1-base error. If it's a 7 to 0, it'll be a 2-base error. Maybe something like that. That's what I would probably do. So probably, you know, like I said, 60% chance of a 1-base, or maybe 70. 1 to 7, and then an 8, 9, or 0 would be a 2-base error. So that gives a 70% chance of 1-base and a 30% chance of 2-base error. That sounds about right. Javier, 1 for 2. He got a single in the 2nd, his stolen base. That is a 10, patient 81. Right-hander, that's out of range. It's going to be a fly ball. It's going out to center field. Peter Borges comes running in and makes the catch. 2 away. Addison Russell, shortstop. Dan Winker. That is a 4, patient 27. He's going to walk. So 2-out walk to Addison Russell. He is an A stealer. He's going to try to get the hold, but Dan Winkler, nobody steals on him. You need a 2 and only a 2. Oh, that is a 10. You have to go. Anytime you go with a 10 or higher. So Addison Russell is a 2. I'm sorry, he's a stealer, which gives him an 8. Minus 2 because he got a bad jump, so that takes him down to a 6. The catcher's arm is a +1, so it takes him to a 7. So 1 to 7, he's got to go on the steal attempt, though. It is a 7, so he's going to be just in there, just under the tag. Stolen base, second stolen base by Addison Russell. That one was forced upon him. Jason Hayward, 2 away here in the 6th inning. Addison 11, in play 42, and that's going to be a single. That is going to be a single. Now we got to see if the runner can come home. And he will come home because, well, if you calculate it up, Addison Russell is at 8. He's going to get +2 because there's 2 away, 2 outs. So that's going to take him to a 10. And it was off of an in play, which takes him to 11. And so the most you can ever have is 9, but the defense is never going to try and throw you out if you got a 9, right? Because the only thing that'll get him out is a 10. And and they don't want the runner moving up. So that is going to be a single. And coming into score is Addison Russell. And that brings up the pitcher. And I guess pitcher's out. Schwarber's coming in. So Justin Wilson will be out for the Cubs. He did his job. He got through most of the left-handers anyways. So we got a pinch hitter coming in. It's going to be Kyle Schwarber against Dan Winkler here. 7 in play, 52, just out of range. It's ground ball. It's down to first base. Can they turn a double play? It's a 6. It's a 6. They need a 6 or less. Oh, it was a 4 over there, so it would have been a double play, but. And it's still a 6. So double play. That's going to be a 3-6-3 double play. Let's see, 3-6-3 double play. I guess it doesn't matter. There was already 2 outs. Right. So let's just put it down as a ground out to first. That's what we'll do. And it'll be unassisted. Here I was all excited about getting the double play, but I guess I didn't need it. All right, so Schwarber. He could play left. You have to take Hayward out. Or I don't think you can because I don't think they don't have a right-hander coming in. Yeah, I think they're just going to replace Schwarber there with the pitcher. And the pitcher is going to be Eddie Butler. So new pitcher's coming in. The Butler did it. Eddie the Butler did it. Eddie Butler. Eddie, hello. Butler. Oh, hang on. It's because I'm on the wrong team. There we go. I have to do the new pitcher with that. Eddie Butler, there you are. You're going to bat 9th? Sure. All right, so Eddie Butler is going to come in and face off against Charlie Culberson. Still a 3-2 ball game. The Cubs are able to get 1 on the board there in the bottom of the 6th. Eddie Butler versus Charlie Culberson. And that is going to be looks like a 64. That's a 10 defense. So defense is even, so it's a range on the second baseman. Baez has got a range of B. So B range is 1 to 46 is a hit. 1 to 46, nope, it's a 62, so it's going to be ground ball to second base by Coverson. And that brings up Peter Borges. He's 1 for 2 with the home run. 3, Patient 80, right-hander. That's out of range, and that's going to be grounded to short. So 2 quick outs here, and Winker's going to be out, and they're going to be bringing in the lefty Ender Inciarte, who did not get the start today. It's a pinch hitter, Ender Inciarte, and he'll be facing off against Butler here in the top of the 7th. 11, Patience, 0-0 is a foul ball. 0-0 is a foul ball. We don't do rare plays. And 4, in play but a 99, it's going to be a fly ball out. Ender Inciarte not having a great start to the 2018 season, but they do get through the pitcher spot now with 2 innings to go. So we have a switch hitter and then 3 righties coming up. So looks like Luke Jackson is coming in to pitch. Luke Jackson. There you are. You're coming in the 9th spot. There we go. All right, so Luke Jackson versus Ian Happ. Cubs up 3-2 after falling behind 2-0 in this game. Ian Happ is 0 for 3. That's a 2. That's a defense. So defense, first dice again is odd, so it's a range play, and it's going to be the catcher. So Suzuki's got a range of C. That's a 1 to 53 is a hit. That's a 61, so it's going to be a ground ball to the catcher, and he's going to make a good play. So Osby can't get on, unfortunately. That was Contreras, actually, that made the good play. No, that was... Oh, yes, that was right. We're in the bottom of the inning, dude. There we go. So that was Suzuki made the good play there. Luke Jackson against Albert Almora. Almora 0 for 3. I'm sorry, 0 for 2 and got hit by the pitch. 9, tough 37. Steve Wright, 3 fastball in the outside corner. He's down on strikes. That brings up Chris Bryant. He is 1 for 2 with a double and also a walk. The ever dangerous Chris Bryant. 3, Patience 61. And that's going to be another double by Chris Bryant. So 2 doubles for Chris Bryant so far. 2 away for Wilson Contreras, who's 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. One of them looking, 2 of them swinging. Wilson Contreras. I'll finish this later today. So far, so good. Unless you get out of hand, you have the Payoff Pitch Cadillac League seal of approval. All right. If I get Clinton Park's seal of approval, I'm a happy man. Take care, Clinton. Thanks for coming by, my friend. Oop, foul ball. Good thing Alexa blocked that dice. And that is a 6 tough 61. And that time he actually did not strike out, but he grounded down to Culberson at third base, and that's going to do it. We go to the 8th. All right, and that's going to bring up Ozzy going off a crazy train here. We need a big hit. He's 0 for 3, and he is due. Ozzy against Eddie Butler. They're running out of players already. They have a couple pitchers left, but we want to keep one for the 9th inning at least. Eddie Butler versus Ozzy. That's an 11. Patient 84. He's not that patient. That's going to be a fly ball. It's going out to the warning track and makes the catch. Albert Almora in center field. 1 away. Dancy Swanson 1 for 3 with the home run. We could use another one, Dansby. He's hit 4 on the season so far. Tough, 37. Steve Wright, 3, swinging for the fence. He got that fastball right through him. And Eddie Butler versus Freddie Freeman. This might be the last batter Eddie Butler faces. 6, tough 94. It's going to be a fly ball out. And the Braves, once again, cannot get anything to go. Luke Jackson versus Ben Zobrist. Cubs up 3-2. 11, patient, 26. He's going to walk him. Ben Zobrist, bad stealer. Javier Baez, bad bunter. That brings a bad combination to do anything. They could bring in a pinch runner. Tommy Estella, he is a 7. He's a 6, so you only get an extra 1. But that's, that's an extra 10% chance. But they're going to leave the starting lineup in, at least for now. Baez, 9, tough, 0-1. That's going to be a strikeout for sure. Baez down there. He didn't like that call. So 1 away for Addison Russell. He's a bad bunter as well. 3, patient, 82, not that patient. 82 is a fly ball to center field. Making the catch is going to be Peter Borges. Jason Hayward, 1 for 3 with a single in the 6th. RBI single. 8, tough, 79. That's out of range, and that's going to do it. We got a grounder to short. And Dansby Swanson's going to throw it over. So we go to the 9th. Eddie Butler's out. And it looks like it's either going to be Brandon Morrow or Steve Shashak. Looks like it's going to be Brandon Morrow. He's got more saves. He's got 22 saves. Steve Shashak had 4 saves. So looks like Brandon Morrow is going to come in and pitch. Brandon Morrow for the Cubs. Here we go. We're in the top of the 9th, 3-2 ball game. And they're going to pinch hit for Suzuki. I think. Yep, they're going to pinch hit. Ryan Flaherty's going to come in and pinch hit for Kurt Suzuki. So Suzuki's out. Ryan Flaherty's going to come in. Pinch hitter, now's the time to use him. Actually, is it the time to use him? Yes, I think it is. Okay. So Suzuki's out. And Ryan Flaherty is going to come in and pinch hit. All right, let's see how this goes for the Braves here in the top of the 9th, down by a run. They don't want to lose 2 to the Braves here. 2 to the Cubs. Ryan Flaherty, he's waiting, and here comes the pitch. It's a foul ball. Redo that mess. Ryan Flaherty. That is a 10. That is a ballpark. And a 28. 28 is going to be a wheelhouse check on the ballpark for Ryan Flaherty. 1-16, it is gone. 1-51 will be a hit. So 50-50 shot of a hit. And that is going to be unfortunately, it's going to be a 6. 6 and a 5, so 65. So that's going to be on a range. They had a chance at it. They had a chance at getting a run, and could not do it. So Nick Markakis now, he's 0 for 3. He's due for a big one. 6, tough, 54. That's out of range. They're down to the last out. It's a pop-up to third base. Chris Bryant over in foul territory is going to make the catch, and the Cubs are on their feet here. The hometown crowd is on their feet to see if they can take both of these games against the Braves here. of just a 2-game series. Preston Tucker in the last hope for the Braves. Batted .252 against right-handers. 9 tough, 62. 58 to 60. But 62 is going to be a fly ball. It's going out to left field. Ian Happ diving in there, makes the catch, and that's going to do it as the Cubs defeat the Braves 2 games, or both games of this 2-game series. Now I got to figure out whoever was pitching in the 6th inning is guilty of winning and losing this game. So it looks like I believe both the it's going to go Winker's going to take the loss. I believe Wilson's going to take the win. Morrow is going to get the save. And that's going to do it for Sunday, April 14th. A 2-game series against the Cubs, and unfortunately we lost them both. It was a good game, though. Braves got off to a 2-0 start. A single home run in the second by Peter Borges, and then a single home run by Dansby Swanson in the 3rd inning. But the Cubs came back with 2 in the bottom of the 3rd. A double by Addison Russell, a strikeout by Hayward, a liner. I'm sorry, reading the wrong one. It was Ian Happ ground ball to short. Albert Almora got on by getting hit. A double by Chris Bryant, and Almora comes all the way around from first. Contreras with the strikeout. Zobrist, he gets a double, and he knocks in Chris Bryant. So at the end of 3, it was a 2-2 ball game. It stayed that way until the 6th inning. In the 6th inning, it was a walk by Addison Russell, and then a forced stolen base on a bad jump, but he still got in there in time. Jason Hayward with the single sent him to 3rd base. And I'm sorry, no, that scored the run. Single by Hayward, correct. And that was the only scoring of the game. Well, let's see here. We got to send our results out. Update. And let's update the Cubs as well. Let's look at our Atlanta Braves. So we had an 8-game road trip. Going into the 8-game road trip, we were, let's see, we were 3-3. We swept Colorado. We won 1 of 3 against Washington, and then we lost both other ones in Chicago. So we went 4-4 on the road trip, so we're 7-7. No, we don't need to restart. We want to save our Game 14. Save it. Thank you very much. There we go. So 8-game road trip, we went 4-4. Unfortunately, we started off hot. We swept Colorado in a 3-game series. Then we lost 2 to Washington. We won the 3rd game of the series. And then we lost 2 to Chicago. So we're going to go back home. We're going to take on the Phillies for 3. And then the New York Mets come to town for 3. So we'll have 6 games at home coming up here in the 2018 series replay. T. Scott Howard is usually late as usual, and he admits it, and he knows it, and yep, that's what happened, my friend. Sorry, you missed it. It was a good game. The Cubs came back and won it 3-2. Good pitching performance, and some clutch hitting by Chris Bryant, and the winning RBI by Jason Hayward on Addison Russell, who was walked and then had tried to steal a base. He was forced to steal it, and unfortunately that came back to bite us because he was in there safe. And then the single by Hayward with the runner on 2nd and 2 away, and he scored the winning run in the 6th inning. 7th and 8th innings, nothing going on, and Brandon Morrow come in the 9th inning, a 1-2-3 inning, and that was it for the Braves after getting 2 home runs, one in the second and one in the third, getting off to a 2-0 lead. So that's what happens when you live out west, says D. Scott Howard. I feel for you, my brother. I was starting this game late for you guys. It was like 11:30 or something. Let's see. Well, we've been going 50 minutes, so it was about 11:40 or so when we started. Anyways, that is game number 14 in the books. We're 7-7 in real life. The Atlanta Braves were, let's see, after the game in Chicago, the Atlanta Braves were 8-6. And we're only 1 game behind them. We're still only 1 game behind them. And like I said, we're going back home, and we got 6 games at home, 3 against the Phillies. So we'll get to see Bryce Harper and his friends from. Nope, that's that's the wrong team. That was 2018, right? I was trying to get everybody excited. All right, we'll see everyone next time. Thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate it. And we'll see everyone soon. Thanks to D. Scott Howard, Quentin Parks, Viper Dave, Dave Garner, and everyone else that came by. I appreciate it. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.